That's right, Jan. You really need two ingredients. You have to have moisture. That's on its way. I'm telling you, that's going to be arriving later on this morning and this afternoon. You also have to have the cold air and the cold temperatures. And I'll show you what our weather watchers are showing. They are showing temperatures right now that are in the 30s. We'll break this down in list form. We have John in Tabernacle, New Jersey, says it's 33 degrees in his backyard. Ed in Chesterfield, right around 34. Very close to freezing for Phil in Philadelphia, checking in right around 33 degrees. Jenny in Cherry Hill at 35. We've got a lot of low and mid 30s out there. Another one in Browns Mills, New Jersey. Mary Ann says it's right around 32 degrees in her backyard. So the cold air is in place. The moisture is on the way. Some areas have already seen some pretty impressive snowfall accumulations. Let me take you now to a live look at our neighborhood network. This is Boardwalk Plaza in Rehoboth. Look at that snow-covered boardwalk out there. The sand is even covered. The benches are covered. You can even point out some of those footprints right on the boardwalk here. You can see where some people had been venturing out and walking, perhaps while those big flakes were flying last night and this morning. Here's a look at Storm Scan 3. Notice things are really starting to change here. We dealt with this big dry area across the region earlier this morning, but that is all starting to change. Notice that it's beginning to fill in. We're seeing some snow being reported in places like the district, also into Baltimore, as well as into northern and central Delaware at this point in time. So the trend is starting to change. That atmosphere is starting to moisten up, and that's why we expect to see that snow continuing to spread north throughout the morning and afternoon hours. This afternoon is when I think we'll see the best chance for some steady snowfall, and that is also when we'll have the best chance for that accumulation to be happening around the greater Philadelphia area. This evening and tonight, that snow is going to be tapering off from west to east. So let me show you what I'm talking about here on future weather. We'll again continue to see that snow spreading across the region as we head throughout the day today. Here we are by noontime. It might even take until about 10, 11 o'clock lunchtime for us to really see those big snowflakes flying right here in Philadelphia, but it really overspreads across the entire region by this afternoon. And this is the point in time, even into the early evening, where we could see some of those accumulations really starting to pick up. Now that snow is going to be exiting from west to east. We'll see things tapering off as we head into the 11 o'clock hour tonight, maybe even as late as midnight. We'll just kind of have to see how things play out. As far as snowfall amounts, we're thinking anywhere from 2 to 4 inches as a good possibility right along the I-95 corridor into northern Delaware. But the jackpot zone, that still remains portions of South Jersey, where we could see anywhere from 4 to 6 inches, maybe even locally higher amounts. But right along the coastline, right along our shore points, we're going to be mixing with some rain, maybe even some sleet and freezing rain from time to time. So that's going to cut down those totals just a little bit. Winter weather alerts are in place. We have winter storm warnings in place for portions of South Jersey, the lower 2/3 of Delaware through tonight, and then winter weather advisories for everyone else that you see here in the purple, including the I-95 corridor. Again, these are in effect through tonight as well. 36 degrees right now in Philadelphia, 34 in Millville. We'll expect these temperatures to kind of waver around freezing throughout the day today. We'll keep with the cold all the way through the upcoming week. Then watch what happens as we get into the middle of the week. A big dip in the jet stream. This is going to provide us with the coldest air of the season so far. High temperatures only in the 20s for some of the suburbs and right around 30 degrees in Philadelphia by Wednesday. For today, the Army-Navy game likely to see some snowflakes flying. A temperature at kickoff right around 33 degrees. Here's your forecast for today with periods of snow. High temps will be in the mid 30s, but again, we'll be wavering once that snow starts falling right around that freezing mark. So marginal temperatures, that's going to create some pretty big snowflakes that'll be falling with the water content in those flakes. Snow tapering off from west to east tonight. Slick spots will be possible. Keep that in mind because low temperatures are going to be dropping down into the 20s. So refreezing is going to be something we have to keep a close eye on. 42 degrees on Sunday, brisk and cold. It's going to feel more like the 20s out there, but my eye goes right to that Wednesday forecast. 30 degrees for that high temperature. Frigid. Jan.
Not looking